I saw my ex-wife today. I picked up my mother this morning and she said she wanted to go to Walmart. She had to get some fruit and stuff for her house. I needed a few things as well. So I figured it's a win-win. Let's do it. So I'm in Walmart. I go to the aisle where the chicken breast is and I walk past Angie. She doesn't see me, so I don't say anything. We're checking out my mom and I, and we see Angie in the right in front of us. So we say, Angie Saxton! She doesn't respond. I don't know if she didn't see us, didn't hear me. Maybe she just chose not to respond. But this experience, it showed me two things. One, showed me growth. See, you guys, the previous time I saw Angie in Walmart, similar situation, I saw her, she didn't see me. Tears started coming to my eyes. I'm talking about 2-3 months ago. And I was so perplexed with myself because I'm like, what the hell is wrong with me? I thought I was over this stuff. So to see her again today and have a totally different experience, I'm like, yeah, bro. Another thing was it gave me confirmation. Confirmation, guys, that I'm supposed to be recording. It's recording that I'm recording right now. And I want to call this my testimony. And what this is about, basically, everything that happened. We were in the beginning and bring right back to where we are right now. And if you're wondering why in the world are you recording this testimony, well, I have a few reasons. One, as I was going through this process, I know a lot of people have been praying for me, I've been praying for us, I've been praying for reconciliation. And maybe you didn't get brought up to speed as to where we are right now, and this is an opportunity for that to happen. I also have a selfish reason. I mean, after all the reflection, maybe I just want to get all this stuff off my chest. But the most important reason I'm recording this is hopefully someone who's going through, well, we like to say growing through a situation similar to mine, will come across this recording and it can help them to do this. Before I get started though, I have two disclaimers. Number one, what I'm sharing today is my perspective. Understand that if you speak to my ex-wife, if you talk to anybody that I might mention, their perspective may be different. So this is my perspective. Second disclaimer is I love Angie Saxton. So this will not be a recording of me bashing my ex-wife. I'm not that guy. I had 18 incredible years with that woman. We've had so many experiences. We did some things that the average Joe will never ever get a chance to do. That woman has been my motivation for a significant part of my life. She has helped to shape me in the man I am today. I love her. I will always love her. Now, if you talk to her, she might not think so. She might say something different. But let me tell you this: that woman will always have my heart. So let's take it to the beginning. Because for you to understand like where we are right now, you have to first understand who I was when I met Angie. See, when I met Angie, I wasn't Duey Saxton. I was Pudgy Springer. That's what people do me as. And I was a gentleman that I was making a lot of money. And I was very confident. I was cocky. My favorite Bible character was Solomon, and I wasn't necessarily impressed about him being the wisest man in the world. I was more impressed about the thousands of wives and concubines. I say, if the wisest man in the world have 1,000,000 wives and a bag of concubines on top of that, me a idiot, I want to have a lot too. My philosophy was, my desire was I wanted to have multiple women. I grew up seeing my father sit at the domino table. playing dominoes with three of his girlfriends. And the first time I saw that, like, yo, that's my old man right there. That's who I want to be. I remember somebody telling me that a wise man told them that the way you get a lot of women is don't leave anybody. These are the ridiculous philosophies I had back then, but this is who I was. I remember it like it was yesterday. Me and some of my boys went to Kayla's. It was a little reggae spot here in Pittsburgh. I step in there and I'm seeing pretty little girl by the dance floor. Do I think I liked her and I knew her because she used to miss my boy. But my boy lived with his woman, and my philosophy at the time was, my friends, and I'll tell them this. You see a mean woman, she's off limits. Everybody else, free game, free walk away. This was my philosophy. So I like this girl, right? And I remember the night this Rasta brother that we knew as well. He was like feeding her drinks, buying a whole bunch of drinks. Ooh, he can do the spending. I'll step in when it's crunch time. Anyways, I got her attention, and after the party we were talking, and I have to borrow her phone. I borrowed her phone. I called myself. I showed her number in the caller ID. I asked her if I could keep it. I'm an old school player, y'all. Anyway, it worked out. I know we hit it off, man. We hit it off. I remember we used to go out every week. Every week, and she apart. I gave her a budget every Friday to go shopping to make sure I open fly out. Couple at the top. Matter of fact, I think after a week, I put a bunch of windows in her house. I was hooking her up. One thing she didn't know, well, I told her at the time though that my son's mother, she was pregnant. And I told her that we're not together, but you know what I'm saying, she's having my kid. And Angie even got a place for us to stay in her name. So she's lucky. My Oma, I'm a chick at this point, right? Then we started DJing, and that's a whole nother story I'll get into. We started DJing after that. Then I quickly became one of the hottest DJs in the town. All the college parties. If the reggae involved, Vibes Machine, my sound system, we on there. Every hot college party. College students follow me. They at my house every Sunday because my brother used to cook. So I get this little college shit on my start feature. Remember, I'm a collective one. This is my philosophy. I'm supposed to have a lot. I'm like, I want to be like Solomon. He's wise. I want to be wise. This is how I justify this stuff. But anyway, like a college shit come from the scene or whatever. I was kind of juggling the three of them for a minute. That was all good because me feel like I have my money and me can take care of everybody. You know what I'm saying? I used to pay that girl's bills too. I'm just living my best life. Wasting a whole bunch of money. As you might see as well. But anyways, I remember it got so bad where my son's mother eventually she went back to Japan to get my kid. That ended up getting me to go to Japan. I used to go to Japan like 4 times a year to go see my kid. And it actually enhanced my career because I did a lot of shows in Japan as well. But I started singing music, I started playing music, got really popular, started going out of town, going out of the country. We started hosting events in Jamaica. We have models in Jamaica. We're the people that when we come to parties, Champagne and Hennessy promoters smile when we come to the LC crew, come to their parties. I was living my best life. Having a whole bunch of fun everywhere. I ain't gonna spell it out, but you guys are smart. And this is who she was dating at the time. The only reason I proposed was I think one time she's starting to leave, and I believed her this time. So the proposal was that card in my back pocket that I needed in case of emergency, and this seemed like an emergency, so I flipped the card and I proposed, and she agreed. This was like in the middle of the year, and we're supposed to get married December 28th in Jamaica. But I want to say a week or a month after that, I messed up again. Still messing with my college chick. So the wind's off now, and I remember going to Jamaica that December. I'm talking to my family, and I said, "Yo, Miss Angie, the college chick is in Jamaica at the same time. We're supposed to link up." But I'm here talking with my family, and I said, "Miss Angie, married to Angie." And they said, "Call her. Call her. I'm good at work. I'm very good at work. I don't remember exactly what I said, but she agreed to come marry me. And my family put together and bought the ticket and flew her to Jamaica. So I had to contact the college chick and said, listen, we can't link up again. There's some things I take care of, right? And we went on the beach and asked if we could be married here, and said, yeah. And we did something real quick. It looked like we did some stuff we really did. It was beautiful though. So now we married. One thing I want to throw in there, I always wanted to have a lot of kids, but she couldn't have children. So I realized this was a sacrifice. But I mean, I was okay with it. Like, I love this woman. I wanna, you know what I'm saying? I want to spend the rest of my life with her. So I sent an email to the college chick now and tell her this is over. I ain't call her and text her guys. I sent the email. Professional. I was messed up. Anyways, I sent her an email saying, listen, I'm married now, so we obviously we have to cut this off. It's over. It's done. And I'm saying I'm ready to be a husband, but here's the problem. I'm Fudgy Springer. If you listen to my music, I'm promoted that I promote myself as the dude that want all the girls, and I was still living that life. Now I'm married, but I'm still living that life. And to make matters worse, shortly after that, the college chick is in the scene again. She's in the picture again. It seemed like I can't let her go. And this, in some forms, Angie endured for the first 7 years of our marriage. And it's much worse than I'm saying right. It's much, much worse. Often, if you heard me speak when I come on call and I talk about this stage of my life, I tell people that I was the worst husband in the history of husbands. Don't fight me for the title. I was the worst. And I appreciate the fact so much that she still stuck with me through all of that. But you know what I never ever did prior to recently? I never, ever, ever tried to put myself in her shoes. I never ever put myself in her shoes and say, all right, how would I feel if the table did? What would I put up with if the table did? Had I done that, maybe I'd have made some different decisions, but I didn't do that, so I don't want to speculate on that. And I think that the main thing, the very main thing that really hurt her was not the fact that I was unfaithful. It was the fact that the same college chick that I was messing with when we were dating, 7 years into our marriage, I'm still messing with. I mean, there were perks to being my wife as well. We used to go to Jamaica every month and a half. And you have to understand, we host some of the biggest parties in Jamaica. Like, we had a party called Bull where we were like giving away Blackberries we had at the time. But we gave away the most phones and stuff at the party. We have thousands of people on the beach. I was getting invited to shows, and whenever Angie came with me, whenever she went to Jamaica, she was like a queen in Jamaica. She had people looking out for her, living her best life. She used to go to Jamaica without me. She used to go to Jamaica very, very often. Always going to Jamaica, always on the beach. Every year she had her birthday party in Jamaica when I had this shindig thing on my side of the island. Oh, we got a top select our artist. Come Angie's birthday and we fly too, and she used to get a lot of love. She used to love Jamaica. I think she still loves Jamaica. I guess I'm Jamaican too. That's a plus, ladies and gentlemen. That's a plus. I took care of her as well. There was a point when she didn't really have to work. She worked just had extra money with her. I redid her whole entire house. I told you the first week I did windows. I did the garage, her basement. I redid everything, bar night, and her little office used to be my office. I guess it's her office now. The bathroom, we had rain. What do they call it? Rain rainfall showers before it was a popular thing, light up before a popular thing, like jets in the shower light. Nice. That was nice. You should have seen it when I pretty much took care of all the bills. I pretty much gave up my house and I moved in their house. We set it. And it was our house at that point. I remember one time her suggesting that we could put my name on the title. I was like, that's not necessary. I don't need to do that. But and we had a lot of fun. We had a whole lot of fun. And then I got introduced to network marketing, and that changed the game as well because network marketing first and foremost brought me close to God. I got baptized, and we were part of a travel company, so I took my wife. Oh no, ladies and gentlemen, we showed up in Berlin, and there was a sign with a name on it. So my biggest people stayed in the region. Touched the Berlin Wall, we were touring castles together. I took her to four diamond properties in Mexico. I didn't even know four diamond was a thing. Luxury vacations. I took her to Brazil. Went to Nicaragua. Mexico was our stomping ground. Dominican Republic, Punta Cana, Puerto Plata. And we did a lot of things that had a lot of incredible experiences, cruises. People never do. We did something a lot of people never do. And she was my best friend. Yeah, we were best friends. As much as I was an asshole, we were best friends. I had her back, she had my back. I spoiled her when I But at the end of the day, the college chick was still in the picture. It was non-sexual. It wasn't necessarily inappropriate. But the same thing that was haunting her from when we were dating. After we get past the hump and the marriage is going good now, that same constant was still always there, nagging at her. The more I think about it, the more I feel like I probably benefited more from this relationship. I had somebody that she cut the grass, she cooked, she did everything. She was down for everything. We did some shit I can't even talk about on here. That was my ride or die, man. And one thing I have to say as well, when we got introduced to network marketing, I started intentionally growing as a person. I started to put positive things in my mind. I started to pay attention to how I spoke. And I genuinely started to grow. And I remember one time I messed up and I took her to Poconos. I think there's a video on YouTube of our stay in Bogota. I got one of these spots where it's like a champagne. The hot tub was like a champagne glass. There's rose petals. There's 2 stories, and you have a little private pool and other thing. You have a sauna, and you're all in our room. And we had a great old time. And I remember us in the hot tub and we're talking, and this Angie's painting a vision of what she wanted. She's like, I should get a job. I was like, I was hustling. I was trying to get a job. But she was like, I should get a job. She can get a job. We go to work every day and then we come home and we just gonna spend time together. And that was her vision. And even though it sounded great, I couldn't buy into that because I always felt like I was doing something significant. I always felt like I was here to change or to impact the world. So I couldn't buy into to get a job and then spend evenings together for the rest of our lives. And I'd like to think that I imparted some of that on her because I got a chance to see my wife start to be entrepreneurial, looking to start businesses. Dibbling dabbling in a bunch of business ideas. At one point, we had a clothing store for her in Jamaica. But she had so many great ideas. Tax liens. She wanted to do tax liens. She wanted to get involved in real estate. She had so many things. She was reading books. Intention working on her mind. She was listening to audios. There was a point when she was doing presentations and she's shy, stepping outside of her comfort zone doing presentations. I remember one time we had a local trainer, we call her Super Side here in Pittsburgh. She's one of the trainers. And I was so falling in love with the person who she was. And I'd like to think that I was a key factor in her going in that direction. I was a key factor in pushing her in the direction of personal growth, intentional growth, and becoming what she can be. Now I'm grateful that I had that. So I know that was definitely a positive that's going to stick with her. Hopefully she's still continuing to do those things and she's still continuing to grow. She's still continuing paying attention to the mindset. She's continuing to put me in a position where she can be comfortable because there's no growth in the comfort zone. There's no comfort in the growth zone. Fast forward to a couple months before the year we got divorced. No, at this point, I've had some success in network marketing. At this point, I've built teams. We've built teams of thousands of people. I'm getting recognized by my company, training on some of the biggest training events, company-wide. Leaders from other teams are calling me to come talk to their teams to share some insight on what we're doing, how are we getting these results. I have a thing called Started Their Wonderful Way where I send positive messages to my friends. I call it Duey daily today, but back then that's what it was called. But I message my friends up something positive. That's going well. I'm getting feedback. People are impacting the positive way. I'm in my element. That company goes out of business. We join a new company. And in the first 32 days of being a part of a new company, between our two businesses, we cleared over $10,000. We did hit one of the top ranks in the company fast. Things are going well. The checks are nice every week. I'm shopping every Tuesday. On top of that, because of the whole COVID situation, we both got PPP loans. So income is nice. We're doing good the first part of the year. And I'm going hard. I'm chasing my dream. I tell myself, yo, I'm on my freedom run. I'm making 100 calls a day. 100 calls a day. 100 calls a day. Because I'm going to get this thing done. You're going to be free. And in the whole process, I'm neglecting my wife. Many times she's upstairs, I'm downstairs in my office because I got this thing done. She come try to say hi to me or something. I'm busy. I'm doing something. Let me talk to you a bit. She want me to go to some family outing. I don't have time for that right now. Can't make it. I'm making 100 calls a day. I'm on my freedom run. I'm training my team every single day. We have systems set in place. I have programs to grow my leaders. Like we're focused. We're doing this thing. Then I get sick. For the first time in my life, I get sick. I've been healthy my whole entire life. I remember one night, I wake up and I feel like my heart's jumping up my chest. I'm nervous. I don't know what the hell's going on. We go to the emergency room. I have high blood pressure. They give me blood pressure medicine. They let me buy this thing that I can put on and test it myself. And every time I test it, it's high, and I start worrying about it and make my blood pressure go up. So I remember I went to an event for my company, a convention, and at lunchtime the ambulance had come in and take me to the hospital in Orlando. So I had to slow down from work. I had to have to step back a little bit and thank God for my team because they allowed me this time to get better. And I remember right around that time, it was summer. Angie was like, she's not happy. And I said, baby, let's take a vacation. Let's go away because I need to rest. I need some rest, some relaxation. Anyway, like we dropped everything. We took a week and went to Fort Myers, and we had a great time. We turned off the phone. I made breakfast for her every morning. Even brought it to her in bed or on the beach or on the balcony. I rubbed her feet. I love rubbing feet. I rub her feet every day. We just relaxed. Went around the town, we went to restaurants, and we just had a great time. Just us, and we were talking about like we're gonna do this. We can. I mean, I can work remotely as long as I'm in it, so we're gonna do more of this. Like get Airbnbs in different parts of the world. Just go there from like once at a time. Just start experience our races while we work and just be together. And it sounded great. And now I was in. But it seemed like as soon as I got home, I forgot about all that because she used to bring that stuff up and I just kind of brush it out. I got things going on. After a while, I started working my business a little bit. And keep in mind, my income went from almost $3 grand a week to some change. So I gotta get back to work now. I'm starting work my business, and I remember we had an event coming. And our philosophy is we don't miss events. Funds was kind of tight. I had a choice to make. Either I go to the event or I pay some bills. I chose to go to the event. In the same time, somebody ran into Angie's car. She had to get a new car. So she literally just got a new car. She had to borrow money from her mom to take care of the car. So she got to figure out how to pay her back. And now my butt out of town, I had some bills. So she didn't appreciate that. And I was over my ego, so when I told myself she don't believe in me, so when I'm at the event, I ain't reaching out, I ain't calling, I'm just having a good old time at the event, getting what I'm supposed to get. She sent me a long text message. I still didn't read it out. I don't know what to say. That like, if my friends are watching, don't send me a long text message. I'm not gonna read that. But she sent me a long one. It didn't seem like it was anything positive, so I didn't read it. I come back home from Las Vegas, and she sit me down and she said, "Listen, she's unhappy. She wants a divorce." And she wants me to get out of her house. I felt some type of way about that. I really felt some type of way about that because that's not our house anymore. This was the person that for me was forever. I never ever planned to have these type of conversations. So I was shocked and I was confused. She said two things. She said she was lonely. We lived in the same house, but she felt like she was always by herself. And she brought up the college chick. And yes, the college chick was still in my life at that point. And she mentioned the same thorn from when we were dating almost 20 years ago was still in the equation. But anyways, my ego didn't allow me to address it or try to improve lines of communication. My ego had me find a place and get out, or whatever, sign the papers, whatever. And for the first month or two or three, maybe. I was cool. I'm gonna be alright. You know what I'm saying? I listen to Jim Brown. It's not what happened to you, so you respond to what happened to you. And I know how to choose my perspectives and all that time, so I'm cool. I had a trip planned for our anniversary that year, because our anniversary was December 28th, and I was gonna surprise her with the trip. She ain't coming on the trip with me, so I invited a woman that I knew she was attracted to me. I could tell just from interaction. So I invited her on the trip. Boy, this shit. I went in on the trip. Let me just say that I went in on that trip. I don't know if that lady knew what she was signing up for. A lot of frustration got relieved on that trip. I'm just saying like that. And it was a relatively good trip. On the 28th, it was kind of rough. But outside that, the trip was. I ate some food. There was some very there. Conversation. Release some stress. But when I got back, that's when it really hit me. When I got back and I sat still, that's when it really connected. Because another thing I did prior to that was I joined all the dating sites in their Facebook dating. I told a friend to find their home group. Showing something on. But I was on Black, BLK, I was on everything. I hated being myself. I hated being alone in the house, and I was chasing everything, and I was all sex, just random sex, just. And I had some experiences that I definitely ain't proud of. I had some experiences that were so memorable that I'm glad they happened. But in reflection, I realized that all that was just to keep me distracted, just to keep my mind off of all of this stuff. And I started doing rideshare. I got all the rideshare apps, so I'm always gone. I always trying to keep busy. If I'm not busy doing rideshare, I'm trying to hook up with some type of girl to be busy in other ways. I wasn't really focusing on my business. But I was so grateful that, see, in my circle, in my environment, for a lot of people, I am that person that they come to for inspiration. I am that person they come for positivity. I am that person they come to for encouragement, for guidance. So whenever I jumped on a training call for my team, and I had those every Monday to Friday, other people would ask me to come and talk to their team as well. Whenever I jumped on a business call, I did not have the option to talk about what I was going through. I didn't have the option to talk about the pain that I was experiencing. I didn't have the option to ask anybody to look out for me or check in on me, because I had a responsibility to my team. And I am so grateful that I was in that situation, because had I not had that responsibility, had I not had that accountability, I dread to think where I'd be, because my mind was everywhere except where it should be. I saw myself as someone of no value. The main reason being, when I used to talk about my life, one of the things I I used to always love about her. Like, I used to always say this, and this is how I felt that she felt. I used to tell people, what I love about my wife believes in me more than I believe in me. Guys, I believe in me. And I meant that I believe that. So now, fast forward to this space, I'm in this space where the person that believed in me the most, now in that person's eyes, I'm insignificant. So I must be insignificant, and this is how I was thinking. I remember we started communicating a little bit. I don't quite remember how that started, but Angie started coming over and she would watch movies with me. She liked to smoke, so I would be sure I some smoke so I could entice her to come over, so she come and smoke with me. And you know, she loved me on her feet, bro. So I saw that's my thing. I'm killing my girl feet. I think it's called. Yeah, she's also on her feet, and sometimes on occasion, I think we had sex, maybe one or two couple times as well. And I'm an optimist. I am such an optimist. All the things for making this, but I am an optimist. Like, I am the person that like expect things to work. Expect things to work. So in my mind, we're gonna work out. We're gonna be alright. It's gonna be this great love story. We're gonna come back. Everybody gonna be happy because we were like before the divorce. We were a lot of people's couple goal. We was that couple that everybody wanted to be like. How everything looked great on social media. So in my mind, my optimistic mind, this is gonna work. Right? So she's coming over here, pretty consistent. And I said, yes. I'm telling some of my friends, yeah, she was here again. Oh, she was here again. Yeah. And I'm excited because I was like, yes, God, thank you. But in the midst of that, she was dating other people, and eventually got to a point where my company had this promotion where you could get a free trip. She had an account, but you had to buy a certain amount of products, and you got a free trip. She wasn't going to do it, so I bought it on her account, so she got the trip. And the deal was she would come on my trip with me. So I got one for myself, I got one for her as well. And the deal was she was gonna come on my trip. And again, I'm an optimist. So I said, whatever is going on, she gonna get our system. By the time my birthday come around, she come on my trip. We're gonna be in the DR together for 6 days. And on the other side though, like, no way you're in a hotel room with me for 6 days and you don't love me by the end of the trip. So I said, alright, cool, so I'll wait this thing out, right? Whatever. But anyways, I remember what month it was. She messaged me and said, yo, she's in a relationship now and she obviously can't come on the trip with me. And that was kind of rough. That was rough because like now I'm planning to kind of mess up right now still, as I was banking on that trip. Oh, you know, that's how I'm disappointed, but I'm an optimist, so I'm thinking it's all gonna work out. That go work out. Anyways, come months pass, I'll go on my trip. I have a great time. I'm meeting some people now on these dating sites. I'm dating some fine. Maybe some not so fine, but I'm dating. Alright, shit. That's the thing. I mean, life is good. I'm happy. Everything is great. I'm good. I haven't heard from her in a while. You know what I'm saying? I kind of move on now. I'm enjoying life. I joined a workout challenge. So I'm into working out. I'm fit. I got 6-pack abs. I'm sexy. My confidence is on a high. I'm good. And it's funny. I used to date this girl. Beautiful. And when we went out, I used to post her pictures and we had a good time. And every time I post with her, Angie called me the next day. I'm noticing this trend now. I don't know if it was coincidence or I don't know. I know what I think, but I can't honestly say this was the case. But every time I posted me and this girl, Angie called me. Then it got to a point where she coming over again. We hanging out, we smoking, like I'm going to her house. Well, used to be ours for her. I'm going over there smoking, like we cool every day. We got chat. I'm buying her lunch. And I'm the person that anything she needs, I got her back. I was at her back. I've always saw her as my wife. Even at this point, I still see her as my wife. So if I'm supposed to protect her, I'm supposed to make sure you're all right. So I was still kind of filling that role, but we're not involved romantically or anything. She coming over smoking, whatever the case may be, and we just having a good time. And one day I had to fix her something wrong with her phone. I was supposed to get fixed, and I looked in the phone and I saw that she was like communicating with somebody else again, and like about to get in some other stuff again, and I saw some things that happened that I didn't know about. Like it's a challenge I've had in the past. Like I always like to know. I want to know what's going on, even if it's gonna hurt me. I rather know and get hurt than not know. I don't know if I'm going like that, but yeah, but I saw some shit and then I started to feel sick again. Oh, I didn't mention that I got off of blood pressure medicine and I was fine. I was good. But I'm starting to feel this feeling again. My chest starting to feel funny again, and it's funny. At the same time, she's reached on me cussing because something's happening on somebody's phone, and apparently I must be involved, and she's cussing me, accusing me, shit. I put stuff, and then I go see my doctor, and they said, all right, I'm gonna have to wear this heart monitor for a week. And I feel like I'm all over the place. I didn't mention that I had hernia surgery. I had a bunch of medical things that, like, that year was crazy. But anyways, at this point, they put a heart monitor on. I said I gotta wear it for a week. And a bunch of tests and a bunch of things, and I'm saying to myself, there's nothing wrong with me. The only thing I am is stressed out about the situation, and I realized, yo, if I love myself, I'm literally killing myself. This is killing me. This optimism shit is killing me. I remember on my vision board, I have a picture of us on the vision board, and it says, I'm a part of an incredible love story. I ripped that shit off. I blocked her on every device. I unfriended her on all social media. Any way we could contact, I chopped that shit off. And I didn't do it because I hated her. I didn't do it because I don't love her anymore. I did it because of me, because I love me. And I deserve to be healthy. I deserve to live. I'm here for a purpose. All things are working for my good because God is intentional. I had to accept what it was and do what was best for me. So I blocked her. No contact. I started going on again. I started working out. I started doing new things. Like I started going to the Riverhounds games. Riverhounds is a football team. Look at the soccer American football team in Pittsburgh. I started going to improv more. I started going motivation, oneness. I'm saying I started doing some things, and I started to remind myself of who I was. I started to remind myself of the value that I brought. I remind myself of the value that I bring to any relationship that I'm a part of. I started dialing in on my motivational work, my content, and being more intentional about putting out positive content and working on my speaking business. I booked a trip because I used to travel international three, 4 times a year. So I made a decision, yo, I'm gonna start doing that again. So I booked a trip to the DR. I booked a trip to Thailand. We're going to Thailand for my birthday this year. Never been to Thailand before. going to time for my birthday this year. We got a couple trips in between that. I might add one. I just qualified for a destination trip for my company in August. So I decided that I'm gonna live my life how I've been living my life. I started to smile again. I started to have fun again. I started to work my business aggressively again. I started making a bunch of calls and presentations. My team started to grow again. My confidence is growing. I'm feeling more like me. I'm getting inspiration everywhere like I used to. I'm reading the Bible consistently, Proverbs. Matt gave me some information about some daily disciplines, and I'm implementing them. I'm getting better. I'm getting happier. I'm getting stronger. My speaking ability is improving, and it's improving, and it's improving, and it's improving. I talked to my friend Stacy, because it's a trip for two, right? We're going to Puerto Plata in the Dominican Republic. I bought a trip for two. I'm not seeing anybody. I don't know who I'm bringing, but I'm figuring that I'm bringing somebody, right? Anyways, I was talking to Stacy. Stacy, she's one of the leaders on my team. She is up and coming regarding artists. She's going to do some good things in this world. But anyways, I mentioned everybody just want to come and say yes, need it. With everything that's going on, needs it. Do you want to come? It's cool. It's a rap. No, I didn't think it's cool. So just to be clear, Stacey and I are friends. She's an incredible person, a really good friend. Like she's one of those persons that I know everything about, right? And she shares a lot of stuff about herself as well. Really good friend. Anyways, I didn't think it too, but anyways, fast forward, trip time go. Stacey and I, we're in the DR, right? And I'm getting to know this lady. And I was always impressed by her. But after the first few conversations on the trip, I'm like amazed by this woman. I was like, yo, this is gonna be a very interesting trip. And it was crazy because we ain't do too much of nothing. we ain't going to water. We're there for 6 days. We're not going to water. Well, if our feet back up, we ain't dipping pool or nothing like that, right? We ain't really doing excursions to the last day. We missed a meal though, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Went to the entertainment stuff and took a bunch of pictures, and we spent most time in the room, like talking, and she's sharing her music. Sometimes she's in her own space doing her thing, I'm doing my own thing. Like for me it was like a trip for just to relax. Like I was praying outside the bed with my Proverbs, gratitude, breathing, open, my mind is resting, relaxing. And it was a great trip. But you know what? We put. I like when I'm traveling. I like to post pictures and videos. I'm a good time, basically. I'm a good time. So I like to post stuff. And as anybody that saw the post of me and Stacey in VR, they're thinking, yo, they're intimate, or you know what I mean? There's something going on there like that. Look how we had. It was never like that. And it's crazy because like the trip, it showed me how much I have grown as a person. Because if you only see the pictures, maybe we're not connected on social media. Stacey is very attractive. Chat. Like Stacey, she's driven. She has huge dreams, and she has like huge work ethic. And once she has that some huge self-belief. She's a natural leader. Like she inspires me. I'm in love with her mind. Crazy, attractive, mad fun. So now imagine. So we spent this whole week together in the DR, right? I ain't thinking too. The last time I was in the DR, let me just share this to kind of get perspective. So the last time I was in the DR, I was in there a couple months earlier for my birthday. I was in the DR, and I'm on Tinder, ladies and gentlemen. And I turn on my Tinder in there and boom, I swipe, match. Swipe, match. Swipe, match. No, ladies, in the United States, when a man swipes, after 10 or 15, maybe have one match here or there. But I mean, everything's a match. I didn't even know because I accepted the first one. And after I realized everything was a match, I was mad because like I could choose. I could just don't judge me. I was single, guys. I was mourning, but I could choose it. Like I could choose. So now I'm back in the DR with Stacy, my friend. 106 likes on Tinder. 106 in like 6 days. I didn't even look because I said, yo, why tempt myself up? I'm in the mistakes like what we do. Like that ain't gonna happen. I didn't think it through. Like had I thought about that, the stage by when the game and I would have learned this and learn. And another thing, I'm a ganja man. I smoke. I know some people might think that's not cool, but hey, me smoke ganja, I smoke weed. And matter of fact, my thank God for weed all the time. Weed for me is amazing. Like a lot of times when I have to create content or I talk, so if you know weed, shut it up. You won't get over whatever. Also, a lot of times when I meditate and smoke, like ideas come to me. Like to me, when I used to do music, sit down better on the rhythm, create ideas, music sound better, food tastes better, sex is. So I always have weed. I always have weed. So I have weed, I'm smoking. Matter of fact, the food and the property, I don't know how great it was, but it was all great for me. Because I always smoke before food and I love food. I mean, like, another thing weed does for me, weed makes me horny. Like, if I catch your vibes, as I say, so imagine, so I'm smoking every day. I'm spending the majority of my time in the Dominican Republic where I'm drinking to is all inclusive and smoking with this attractive woman in my room. Dog! I haven't even talked to her. But yeah, it wasn't, I'm not, yo, tell me, say, when I said, yo, man, I'm body manager. I love women, believe that. So obviously my mind would go in certain places where I'm high grade and I'm in the DR. It's been like almost a week. And I enjoy certain. But anytime my mind went there, I thought about our friendship, and I realized that I really, really valued her as a person, and I really, really valued our friendship, and I wouldn't do anything to jeopardize that. And when I reflected on it, because in the moment it's just like, it's kind of weird, but when I came home and I reflected, and I've been journaling, I started journaling, and it's been an incredible practice for me, because I reflect every single day. So when I reflected on it, I couldn't think of another woman that I'm in that situation with, and that's the outcome. And I could be wrong, but I'm just like, just off the top of my head, I couldn't. It's you would be one. When I thought about it, I think there'd be one of two outcomes. One, I try something that embarrasses me and then I have to apologize. Or two, we're gonna have a hell of a trip. And normally I have no problem testing the water to see where we are. I like to know, I told you I like to know, but in this instance, I wasn't willing to do that because I wasn't willing to jeopardize our friendship, because I really value our friendship. And that was mind-blowing to me, but more importantly, it was mind-blowing that I'm the person that's saying that, and I mean it. Like, this doesn't sound like. So it highlighted for me there a lot of growth. You know. See that why big up yourself, I love you. I changed. I'm a changed man, y'all. I learned so much from this time, this season that I've been by myself. I used to take it for granted. I never realized that when you did laundry, next week or maybe a week and a half after you have to do laundry again, you have to do laundry again. I didn't notice that when you cleaned up, you probably want to clean up again. It's like a constant thing. I have such a great appreciation of the home and contributing and maintaining the home. I became more empathetic. See, I'm that guy that would kill with the quotes. It's not what happens to you, it's how you respond to what happens. If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And even though all these things are true, I learned that when people are going through things, we're emotional beings. Ain't nobody trying to hear none of that. So I became more understanding and more empathetic when people I was affiliated with were going through issues. I developed a great desire to get better, to be a better man, to be a better person. Not only for future partners, but for myself. So I thank God for all the blessings that came from that situation. But you know, the biggest lesson, let me just share this. So I come home and I check my email, and there's an email from Angie. She got a check from her car insurance company, and she needs me to sign it. So I emailed her back, yeah, that's fine. I'll definitely do that. She said, when are you available? I said, anytime today or tomorrow. Matter of fact, I'm watching the Chelsea game tomorrow. I'll be home between such and such. You can stop down. She come down, give me the check, I sign the check. It's the 20th. I was like, hold up, did you send the car insurance? Because we had car insurance together. We had changed that. So every month she'd send me her portion and I'd pay the bill. She said she switched car insurance companies. So I'm saying, what do you mean you switched car insurance company? You don't think you should have told me that? She said she emailed. And I pointed out, let me give some backstory. So, my car caught on fire a couple months ago. Long story. But anyways, I've been driving my mother's car, so I don't have a car. So I didn't really need car insurance, but because I didn't want to jam her up, I kept paying them money just to make sure there was no change, because I know she needs insurance because of her job. And she's telling me, you know, that she switched car insurance companies. Now I'm stuck with the bill, and she said she emailed me. I know I didn't get an email. I was starting to get a bit perturbed, and I emailed her back. I was like, yo, can you forward me the email we told me about the car insurance? Because I can't seem to find it. And I was getting upset, then I caught myself. And you know what the devil did to me? I just want to share this before I make the final point I want to make. I'm that guy, if you know me. I'm that guy, nothing bothers me. Nothing. Like I might get upset, but I don't stay upset, man. I don't hold grudges. I try, I can't hold a grudge. If you do something to me today, after next week, man, I see you, I want to give you a hug, man. I don't want the capacity for it. Nothing bothers me. But see, I've never been doing anything like this before. So I feel like the devil attacked me in the 2 years I could put my health. I've been having a bunch of health challenges, like I mentioned, and my wife, my forever. The person I was most sure of, the person that I knew that I was going to finish my life with. That's how we chose to attack me. That was my weakness. And in that moment when I was about to get upset because of a decision that my ex-wife made, I had to remind myself, stop giving this person power. Don't allow anybody to steal your joy. You have to protect your joy. That's shit I tell people. I had to tell myself that. And I decided, good. Call insurance company tomorrow. see how we're gonna handle this. But regardless of what, it doesn't matter what they say. Good. And I guess I'm really saying that to say this. If you're the person that's hearing my voice right now, protect your joy. Your joy is no one else's responsibility but your own. Choose joy. And if you're the next person that you're hearing my voice and you ain't feeling it, you ain't trying to hear this right now. In your mind, I don't know what you're going through right now, so don't give you none of this find the joy stuff. Listen, you're 100% right. I do not know what you're going through. Only you know what you're going through. Here's advice I'm going to give to you if you want that. Let your emotions emote. Go through what you have to go through. Let me just say this. Grow through what you have to go through. And when the time is right, I want you to come back with this recording and watch this again. And if you're ready, I just want to remind you that your joy is not anybody else's responsibility. Your joy is your responsibility. So choose to be joyous, regardless of what you come through. It made you a better person, man. It made you a better person, dear. So choose to be joyous. And something I found in closing is when you make other people joyous, it brings you joy. When you make other people joyous, it brings you joy. So take the focus off of you for a second and find ways to bless other people. Find ways to appreciate other people. Start reaching out to people and expressing your gratitude. Start reaching out to people and expressing your appreciation. Start helping where you can help. Because as one of my mentors says, love and happiness is like perfume. You can't sprinkle it on others without sprinkling a little bit on yourself. My name is Duey Saxton. I'm extremely happy. And this is my testimony.